well, just down the street, one of our great downtown neighbors from the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, Event and Community Affairs Manager, Tim Booth. Hi, Tim.
Great to be with you, Bart. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Great to have you with us. Did you have a nice holiday?
Had a fantastic holiday. It was all good. A lot of football. I missed the band, however. That was a great effort by those kids to do that.
Yeah, and it's too bad the networks, they don't show much of the band. They'd rather have 5 guys sitting around a desk talking about nothing.
Yeah, that was fun to see that piece. So
now,
I had a great one.
Were both boys able to come home
Both
for Christmas?
boys were home. Celebrated family as it's meant to be. Kith and kin on the holidays.
Good.
So yeah, it was great.
Well, I mentioned a few minutes ago that you're in the beginning of your busy season for events. You've got several busy seasons, but between mid-January and early February, you've got a lot going on.
We do. We're back at it. Just getting back after the holidays. We're picking up, with a full head of steam. Next Friday, a week from tomorrow already. Holy mackerel, that it's that close. But yeah, next Friday, we're going to have our MLK breakfast. It's going to be at the American One Event Center down there at Keeley Park. Of course, that's the 13th. And this is really something that the Chamber is extraordinarily proud of, to be able to provide this to the community, to be able to celebrate in that fashion and honor the legacy of Dr. King. And it is really shaping up to be another phenomenal event.
I think last year was the first time you were in this new location for the breakfast, and it's really, I think, a function of the event. It's grown so much, you've had to get a bigger space.
Yeah, and that's exactly true. The venue rather down there really accommodates the size and scope of what's necessary. Some of the other operational details that are necessary to have an event of that size with AV and all those sorts of things. But yeah, that alludes to how successful this event is. As you say, that what necessitated our move down there, and the community just loves it, and I think they're proud to be a part of it just as much as we're proud to have it. And this year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I personally look forward to it every year, Tim. And we've got some shots, I think, from last year, and you've got a pretty spectacular program lined up for the breakfast. What's the order of events?
Yeah. You're right. Thank you for that. It is going to be a great program. Of course, we'll start at 7:30. It's going to be highlighted by the Willis family. We're doing something really unique this year and having 3 individual keynotes, not one keynote. And it is a combination of John Willis, in addition to Jay Willis and Kari Willis. So the 3 of them are going to collaborate and speak as keynotes about what Dr. King has meant to them, how he has influenced their personal lives, and the success they've had in emulating Dr. King. And then beyond that, the Willis family is extraordinarily talented. And we're going to have a musical performance by the Willis family, upwards of 10 to 12 members, by performing a song that John Willis wrote about Dr. King.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's just a real remarkable and captivating story that John tells about the influence his mother had, and then how he came to write this song. He can explain it in much more detail, of course, but it's just, I think it just ties and puts so much purpose and meaning to their performance and what the Willis family is going to do. But obviously Kari has got, just such a great reputation, in Jackson and East Lansing, in Indianapolis. Now he's taking his ministry all over the NFL. So there's a lot of positive, uplifting, inspirational words and remarks that are going to come from those 3, and then the musical performance.
Yeah, it's an amazing family. And I had a chance to visit with Kari for a few minutes this past fall, and I'm convinced that he is going to have a much bigger impact in his new role than he ever dreamed of having as a football player.
Yeah.
So he'll be talking about that next Friday. Now
Yeah.
this tends to sell out too, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
The breakfast.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would encourage a sense of urgency. If someone wanted to be a part of the breakfast, to contact the chamber, email, check us on the website rather, give us a call. There's still room, but yes, we're working through the numbers right now, and it's a very successful event.
Yeah, great breakfast too. You have great caterer every year.
Big guy.
Big guy, yeah.
Oh my God, you're not going to leave there hungry, I can tell you. They do a phenomenal job. Ella and Chef, they're just incredible to have involved with this, and I think it just adds another element to the success of what the day's all about.
Yeah, the French toast.
Oh my God.
Big hit last year.
Oh my God.
All right, let's move on to the next big event. This is actually your biggest event of the year, the annual awards and annual meeting.
Yeah, yeah. So you talked about coming right back after the break, going right into it. Well, next Friday, we've got the MLK No Rest. On February 2nd, we're going to have Night of Distinction. So for the folks that have been around for a bit, you may have recognized that as what was previously called the annual meeting. But we changed it up a bit last year. So this is our second go around with this, Bart. So on February 2nd, we're going to have our Night of Distinction. And a quick summary of what that is we're going to celebrate 6 award winners at the Michigan Theater from about 6 to 7 o'clock. So we're going to have just a fantastic show over there, recognizing these high performers and folks in our community that are making such a positive difference. And then we're going to adjourn there, and we're going to go to Veritas up on their 3rd floor, which is just that's a great space. And we're going to have after celebration over there. Get a terrific bite to eat and mingle and just celebrate those folks in our community that have made such a positive difference in those 6 award winners.
Yeah, and I think some of those are going to be surprises on that Night of Distinction.
There may be. There may be.
And I think all the award categories have closed.
Yeah. Yeah, so we give out 6 awards. We go through the nomination process. People can be nominated, and at this very moment, we're in the selection process. Okay. So there's a select group of folks that are involved in actually selecting the winner. They are currently reviewing the information that all the nominees have sent in. They're currently reviewing that. And early next week is Selection Tuesday, as I call it. Ah. Selection Tuesday, when they'll gather and they'll converse and select the winner for each of the 6 categories.
Awesome. So now's the time to make plans for both of these big events, and you can get your tickets through the Chamber website?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, jacksonchamber.org. And certainly give us a call. We're happy to field any questions and interest about either of those 2 events or anything that the Chamber does.
Great opportunity to support all of those doing that great work in the community by being in the audience for the Night of Distinction. And it was, I think last year we had a blizzard.
Yes.
But it can't happen 2 years in a row.
You wouldn't think so.
No.
You wouldn't think so. So we're gonna bank on February 2nd that it's gonna happen, but some of the naysayers say it's a guaranteed snowstorm on first and second.
For years the MLK breakfast was hit by snowstorms.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 years in a row. Remember, Brandon? Yeah, but not this year. We're gonna have great weather for both.
I'm counting on it.
Thanks for coming in, Tim.
Always a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for having me.
You bet. We'll see you next Friday. Tim Booth, who is the Events and Community Affairs Manager for the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce. Got more to come on